There's my baby.
Her laugh. Her laugh fills a room full of perfect strangers. Strangers she's known her whole life who have never bothered to learn more than her name. Her laugh is an unwelcome guest, lingering in the room long after it is forced from her so carefully painted smile, bleeding her desperation for genuine joy. The blood clings to the walls, transforming them into the deepest shade of blue that is her eyes. Her eyes. Her eyes that used to be so warm, darkened only by the souls of those who left her behind, eyes void of tears she only dares to shed in the rain, so she's thankful for storms. Storms big enough to mask the tears that surprise even her, for she's become so good at hiding that she's learned how to hide from herself. And as she shakes with the sobs that she just can't seem to grasp, she wraps her arms around herself as she becomes aware of her body. Her body. Her body uses a pawn in so many games that she never agreed to play. A body that demands attention every second of every day but never offers anything in return. A body so selfish. A body molded by the careless hands of others, left so unfamiliar that it means nothing to her anymore. A body she no longer owns. One that she desperately wants to reclaim, so she changes the color of her hair. Her hair. Her hair that used to smell of her favorite summertime perfume, now stained with the envied scent of cigarettes and regret. Hair that she's grown since a bad haircut her dad gave her in elementary school. A haircut that her dad must have given to someone else, because she can't recognize that little girl, as yellow as her hair used to be, and when she looks in the mirror at the changes she has made, it begins to storm. Eyes clouds full of rain, drowns herself in the pain, feels this weight on her shoulders her legs just can't sustain, so she falls to the floor. Wonders if she's ever felt quite this low before. Can't see me on the other side of this one-way mirror door, pacing back and forth, searching for something more, a way to save her from her own personal storm, or maybe just the strength to push open the door and then, what? Lay next to her in silence? I mean, we used to like the quiet that held all the things we couldn't say, we'd invite it, cower behind it. Maybe if I hadn't tried so damn hard to fight it, it always seemed too soon, until it was too late. And try as I may, I can't pinpoint the date that the day her laugh became so removed, the day her eyes started trying on brand new hues of blues, the day her body finally bruised from all the use and abuse, even her hair can't let loose anymore. Lying there on the floor, let the absence of words retell a story so bleak, a story all too familiar of how I was too weak to speak up, so I stood back. Further than far. Saw her at night, headlights in her eyes, might as well have been driving the car. And I spent years trying to justify my behavior. I wish I could say I never really thought she was in danger, but the thought didn't make me any less selfish. Why did I feel like every moment was mine to save her? Like, do me a favor, let's just talk about it later. Immaturity is blinding. Maybe if it had been a different time, I'd be braver. But it's time to accept I was never really the one meant to save her.